I done been saying this junk in the mirror all day. Hi, my name is Corenda Ferguson, and I'm the owner of Breadwinner Financials here in Gainesville, Florida. I'm getting ready to interview another owner here in Gainesville, Florida, which is Ciara Montgomery, the owner of Glambar Studios. She is an extremely inspirational young lady, and one thing that I realized while I was getting ready to open up my tax business, it's important to look at other people that are doing the things that you want to do, because you're able to learn stuff from them. I know that when I was trying to overcome being homeless, lost my business partner, having to start over from scratch, it was so important to me to look at interviews and to speak and question people that was able to overcome a lot of the obstacles that I was facing. So here we go. Let's go. Montgomery, the owner of Glambar Studios, based here in Gainesville, Florida.
I'm Ciara. I'm the owner of Glambar Studio. I'm originally from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I just relocated here from Atlanta, and it feels great to be here. I'm just ready to bring more to the community and expand my business a little bit. So.
Okay, so do you want to give us a little tour of your studio so people can see the great things that you have in store?
Okay.
I really appreciate you allowing us to come in here. I know that you're still getting your shop set up, so
right.
I was like really begging you.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
I honestly don't mind. I support the movement.
One thing that I loved about you when I came to get my hair done is like your energy is so motivating, it's so positive. You can tell that you have been through some things and you're not letting it stop you.
Right.
Do you mind giving us like a little bit of history on like how exactly you got started and what is it that's keeping you so motivated and allows you to keep pushing through despite your obstacles?
Okay, well, a brief, story about myself is, one, through everything I do, I always tell people you have to remain humble, you know what I'm saying? And I'm the type of person, when I go to God, I ask God for big things, you know what I'm saying? But I wasn't always at this point or whatever. I wasn't I didn't come up with a silver spoon in my mouth or whatever, I went through some things. And for instance, I'm gonna just give you a brief, synopsis of my life. You know what I'm saying? From age 3 to 18, I was a foster child. You know what I'm saying? I got taken away from my mom when I was 3 years old. I met her when I turned 18, and then, she died 3 years later from full-blown AIDS. You know what I'm saying? I lost a sister a month after that who was born with it. She got it from her boyfriend, you know what I'm saying? So I went through a lot. I went through changes where, in foster homes, I wasn't treated good, you know what I'm saying? I had to learn what to do on my own. I had to survive. I had to do, just like my father, and my father, basically, I came from a line of drug dealers. Mm-hmm. And how that impacted my life is, I was put in a situation where I was innocently taken out the situation because of their wrongdoings. You know what I'm saying? I didn't do nothing but was born or whatever. So, in the midst of everything that happened or whatever, even till now, like my dad, he just got out 6 months ago. He did 25 years, and he was like, why didn't you write me? Why didn't you look for me? Why didn't you, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that. The whole point about it, he was like, I did time by myself. I did this, that. But first of all, I had to stop him because it wasn't just you. Because at the end of the day, yes, you did time, 25 years, but I did 25 years too. But the difference between me and you is you just had to lay down and do your time. I had to survive. So when I go in survival mode, you know what I'm saying, I had to figure out what to do on my own, how to grind, how to make it, because the people I'm living with, they don't really love me, they don't really care for me, they're doing it for the money and showing me they're doing it for the money, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So at the end of the day, that gave me a humbling experience, but it didn't change my heart, you know what I'm saying? It just built me and made me stronger. So now when I go back to those people who I know treated me wrong, who I know had separate refrigerators because I was a foster child, who I know I had to sit in the crowd because I was a foster child. I couldn't sit at their wedding table when they was getting married and stuff. I remember all that. But mentally, it just really built me, you know what I'm saying? It built me to be the person who I am now or whatever. And really, you know, I used to be ashamed to tell my story. But now I realize that, you know, Ciara, you got to open your mouth because you never know, your story may change, you know, someone else's life. And I never use what I've been through as an excuse on why I can't make it or why I can't do this, why I can't do that. What I went through was motivation for me. So when I tell my story, I don't want sympathy. I'm telling my story because I feel like it could change somebody else's life. And I feel like I could give hope to other people to let them know that if I could do it, you could do it. You may feel like you're going through a lot, but listen to my story. You know what I'm saying? And in the midst of that, a lot of people judge me by the chapter they walked on, but they didn't see the storm I endured to get here. Because a lot of people want my shoes. They want the glitz, the glamour. They see all that right now. Mm-hmm. But can you walk? Can you handle these shoes if I gave them to you?
It is.
You know what I'm
hard.
saying?
Yeah.
Like these shoes, can you lose a mother and still be strong? Can you lose a sister and still be strong? Can you have not nobody and still make it? You know what I'm saying? I guarantee you within a year you're gonna give me those shoes back. You feel me? So at the end of the day, like I do it because I'm not doing it just because I feel like I'm better than nobody or whatever. I owe this to myself. You know what I'm saying? There's no such thing. I done had enough negativity. There's no such thing as failure. Period.
So. One thing that you said that really struck me, and I'm gonna walk out here with my head held high, is because like when I was getting into sales, I noticed that I struggled with like being able to pursue a sale. Somebody would tell me no, and even if I knew what I was offering them was for their good, I would just automatically back off because rejection would get me. And it was because in some ways I felt inferior and ashamed of my own stories. Growing up, not knowing my father, and then when I did have a family, we struggled financially. Mm-hmm. I even went through a period where I was homeless. And I was ashamed of all of that. But it wasn't until I really learned how to love myself and I found power in my story that I was able to overcome it. Do you feel like that's something that you had to have a moment like that?
Yeah, but if I could do it all over again, I feel like I was supposed to go through that. You're supposed to go through that because that's part of your story. That's part of your testimony. You know what I'm saying? God gonna give you a test before the morning. You feel me? So I feel like everybody have to go through something to get somewhere. Ain't nothing handed to you. Ain't nothing gonna fall out your lap and just, you know, come or whatever. And God give his toughest soldiers the strongest battles because he know you could beat them. You feel me? So I don't let fear stop me. I don't let embarrassment stop me because whatever, I'm not a product of my past. You know what I'm saying? I'm a product of my future. So at the end of the day, you got to just keep pushing and keep going regardless of what, you know, you're going to hear the naysayers, you're going to hear this, you're going to hear that or whatever. Who cares what they think? A pen ain't never paid nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like, just keep soaring. And, you know, I got plenty of things there. A lot of people got a lot of things that they're ashamed of or whatever. But at the end of the day, listen, as long as you grow from whatever you know, I don't judge people because of their past. I don't judge people because of, you know, everybody wasn't, you know, given the opportunity to grow up with a silver spoon in their mouth. You know what I'm saying? Never be ashamed of what you've been through because your testimony gonna help somebody else, period. You have to go through a storm before you get to that rainbow, period.
That is so true.
That's just life. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing easy or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And then that's what makes you more real to others. That's what's gonna make people relate to you more because you actually done been through it. Like a person could give somebody counseling or show somebody, but they gonna relate to the person that done been through something quicker before, you know, they relate to a person that ain't been through nothing, don't really know how I feel to lose a mom, don't really know how I feel to be homeless, don't really know. Those people, you can't reach nobody if you ain't stood in my shoes.
No, because a lot of times when people get that pressure get applied,
right,
they freeze or you just give up.
Facts.
And that's one thing that I want people to realize that's watching this. You're gonna have obstacles. It's gonna be moments. Like I know when I was opening up my tax office, I had moments where I was in front of the mirror crying to God.
I already know.
I was crying to God, like, Lord, if you don't do it, it's not gonna get done.
Right.
And then he literally told me, you know, greater is he that's in you. Like
Right.
God is in everybody. And I got the chills just as I'm saying it because you have to realize God is gonna give you what you need, but you have to dig deep.
Right, and it's another thing I always tell people. I say, listen, like a lot of people low budget God. I know how God works, you know what I'm saying? Because I haven't had a mother or father. He's been my mother and my father. I didn't understand it then, but I understand it now. So just say like T.I. daughter or somebody, you know, when she goes to the car lot, she's not going to ask for no Honda. She's going to ask for a Benz or Mercedes because she know her father got it. Is God not greater than T.I.? So when I go to God, I'm asking him for big things. No, God, I don't want to be the employee. I want to be the owner. No, God, I don't want this. I want that. And faith without works is dead. A lot of people pray for this, and think something's going to fall on your lap. You could play 24 hours a day, bruh. You might as well get that oxygen to the people out there at Shands Hospital, because he don't even hear you, because without the works that go in, you want this house, but you ain't paid you ain't saved no money, you ain't fixed your credit, you ain't did nothing, so you just got faith without the works. It's dead. You ain't doing nothing. So at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying?
And I was just gonna ask you, like, what was your 3 keys of success? But I know one of them is definitely gonna be faith and work, because like you said, faith without works is dead. But for that young girl that's watching and she sees you, that might be, you know, living with foster parents right now, what's 3 steps that you would give her to help her?
I would say, of course, faith. Of course, remain humble and determined, driven. Those 3 things is what helped me, you know, keep going. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just remain humble through everything. You know what I'm saying? Even if somebody sees when you're not winning and you're getting less than them, praise that person through their season, because your breakthrough is next. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't know that they get their blessings by, you go, girl, I'm so proud of you. You know, I can't wait till my time. You know what I'm saying? Don't hate on the next person. Remain humble in all that you do, because at the end of the day, God will give you a little bit before he give you a lot, just to see what he gonna do with you a little bit. Okay, you ain't got no car, you praying every day, Lord bless me with a car, I'm tired of catching the city bus, he blessed you with this car. Remember why he blessed you with this car, so you could handle your responsibility. He ain't blessed you with no car to go stun on nobody, swerve on people that ain't got no car. You have to keep that same humble mentality whenever he bless you with something, because when he do bless you with something, just that little bit gonna give you more, gonna give you a lot. And that's how it started with me. And the last key is paying your tithes, because God flipped my money every time. Paying your tithes, period. Like, I can't stress that more. I think that's the only thing that really bring me profit, is paying my tithes. And God, and the crazy part is, God, he don't want the majority. He just want the priority. 10% of $100 is $10. You know what I'm saying? He just want to know that, okay, it's in my mind that I know this has got to be done. You know what I'm saying? And that's really it. That was the keys for me. I know people may say, oh, this or that. It ain't even no sugar-coated thing that I could tell you. Those are the things that works for me. So
I love it.
Thank you.
So I just love it. And then okay, one thing I want to talk about, because I know you said you have 5 hairstylists that's working with you,
right?
But then you also have other things. I know you don't want to go into like deep detail, but you have big plans.
Oh yeah, I do. I have a lot. Not only do I have hairstylists, I have 2 nail techs. I have an esthetician that's going to be doing lashes and makeup and waxing and stuff. But I'm also planning to, as soon as I'm done with this, I'm planning to open up a hair store. And after that, I want to open up a cosmetology school. You know, because I noticed in a lot of like when people go to school, they know nothing. So the difference between my cosmetology school and theirs is, I'm going to teach frontals. I'm going to teach how to do weave installation. I'm going to teach how to do dreads. You know, it's more than just book work. I want them to be fully prepared and ready to slay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I'm gonna be honest, and I'm sorry to cut you off. The one reason why I wanted to highlight the plans that you have is because it's the energy that's coming into Gainesville is so different, and the energy that's coming into the Black community as a whole. I noticed that it's not just people that's out here getting money. You have people that actually want to show other people how to get money. I know, like with my tax business, we're getting ready to start the virtual tax preparers so that people can have their own tax businesses. I don't want to just make all the money. I want to help people. And that's one thing that I picked up off of you. So that's why I wanted to highlight it, so that they could see it.
Definitely. And I'm a hands-on person. Once a month, I will be doing frontal boot camps, which, you know, I have a timeshare. So once a month, I'm going to take the girls, you know, to Orlando, and we have itinerary where we go through this, that, and the other, you know what I'm saying, for the first day, the last day, you know, we'll take pictures with our certificates and stuff, but they're going to be fully trained, you know, in this, you know, career. I'm not going to lie, frontals is what's popping right now. So I want to make sure that they get a piece of what's going on or whatever. And I'm the type of person, like, I love to see people grow. I love to teach. I love to, you know, and at the end of the day, I feel like hair is amazing, but at the end of the day, you can't retire from it. You may get carpal tunnel syndrome. You may get, with that education, like, that's going to always be there. So that's going to be like my safe haven once I get everything flowing and, you know, the way I want to go.
The gift that keeps on giving, because you'll be able to teach another young lady how to get out here and support her children who might have that same hunger that you have in you. And that's what I feel like is so important, and that's what we need in order, because everybody, especially after coronavirus, everybody want to have a hustle, and then with just the climate changing in the Black community, people want to be more owners. We don't want to be just workers. So I definitely want to give you a high five in the air for that. Because that's just nice. Like, I love it.
Definitely.
So great things popping. I just wanted to do this little short interview so I could let people see what you have here. Hey everybody, thank you for watching the interview with me and Cece. If after watching this interview you find yourself extremely inspired and you want to start your own business but you're not exactly sure where, one of the best businesses for you to start is a tax office. And if you don't know how to do taxes, don't even worry about it. My company, Breadwinner Financials, we are looking for people that are interested in starting their own virtual tax prep office or even their own brick and mortar office. We're willing to train you as well as partner with you if necessary. So go ahead, click the link. Let's get started so that I can talk to you about all of the different ways that owning your own tax business can really help better your life, to be quite honest. I don't know any other way to say it. When I started my own tax office, I didn't have a lot in the beginning. I can't say the same now. So if that is what you want for you, and you're ready to learn a skill, you're ready to get out here and get clients, because last I checked, everybody in America has to file their taxes. Go ahead and click the Happy Hustler so I can get you started. Thank you.